Alright, so what we've learned so far is to gear ourselves up, get some armor, go out into the wilderness, start collecting things, and leveling up. So we have the basis of collecting and leveling up and gearing ourselves down. But once you get back to base and you have all sorts of stuff in your inventory, you're really going to be sort of lost in what to do with all this cluster of shit. It's like tons of crap in here. So what do? Well, you open up your crafting menu and note that there are options, so you don't just stick to one thing. You have to continuously go through all of them. So I'm going to start with the foraging, and I'm going to, use this. I killed 2 boars, so I'm going to use this and start crafting. So everything can really be crafted down and used, and there's stuff that comes from it. So wood needs to be chopped into logs. You can choose which lumber you want. I have a lot of oak, so I'm going to cut 30 oak logs, and I'm level 9 and I need to get to level 10, so I'm going to cut 30 oak logs and that should get me there. And the more you level up, actually I don't think it will get me there, but the more you level up, the more options you're going to get in here, and the more recipes that are available and things you can learn. Oh, here's a good opportunity to show you this. Here, I'm going to cancel this because it's quite loud. But you're going to unlock these rewards. It's very important that you get them, because if you look at my experience bar down here, if you hit this reward and you open it, if you open this, I hate how this works. If you open this reward, my experience will go up. I'll get a chunk of experience, but not only that, but in my chests, in my bags, I'll get a chest, and you can open up these chests and they give you reward cards. So this gives me +3 experience, gives me amount of resources is +4%, looting and harvesting chance is +4. Basically, there's a variety of bonuses that you can get from these cards. A lot of them are experience gaining based bonuses, and there's a lot of other extra things. So you can just double click them, and boom, they're for 30 minutes. Your reputation points are gained. Actually, this must be a bug because the card said it was going to do something else, but now it's doing this. But you know, oh, also I have some points, so make sure you keep putting these into things like strength. If you're a melee character, dexterity. If you're more of a bow type character, I think constitution. I don't even know. This will increase your health and your stamina and sort of stuff like that. So make sure you're on top of your attribute points. Alright, so now I want to make a little bit of money from my crafting system. So I'm going to go into wood foraging. I happen to have picked up a pilgrim's staff recipe while killing guys out in the world. You'll see that you can pick the lumber if you want. You don't need to be constrained to one type of wood. But you'll get this recipe early on, just killing things. I find this is a pretty good example of this is a good way of making your weapon forging going up, and it's also a good way to make some early money. So you're going to be making pine poles. Pine poles are really easy to make. So you're just going to use the pine logs that you get, and you're just going to create them. So I'm going to create a pine pole. And so I've created a pine pole, super easy. Now I'm going to go down to my two-handed weapons, and I'm going to select the wood type that I just created, which was pine. So select the pine, and then I'm going to create my pilgrim staff. So just create. Boom. That easy. I can actually make a couple more, so I think I will. And you'll see that my weapon forging is going up, and you'll also see that I'm getting daily bonuses and rewards. So I got this too, and look at my experience. It's going to go up a big chunk. And then I can go back into my bag like I did before, and here we go. Experience 20%. So next time I go back out and start killing enemies, I'll have this that I can activate, which will last me 30 minutes. So there you go. So now that I've built a bunch of staffs, let's say I've used all my lumber, made all my staffs, and I'm totally ready to sell, I talk to this vendor, and I go and let's say my bags are going to be filled with staves and things like that. And now I'm going to be selling these off. So instead of right clicking and hitting sell for each one, you're going to be I think it's alt. No, it's not alt, sorry, it's control. You're going to be hitting control and clicking. So control clicking will instantly sell, and it's really helpful for stack sizes. As you can see here with this hop, if I wanted to sell one, it would take me quite a while, but if I control click, it sells the whole stack. So here's another example. You can really just make some quick money. So sell the things you don't need, and these pilgrims staves really do sell for quite a bit. Where did they go? Did I sell them already? Yeah, I must have sold them. So, sell what you gotta sell, and then craft and keep going, and you'll be rewarded points and stuff like that every so often, and make sure you keep putting them into your stats. So that's sort of the crafting. That's sort of the crafting aspect of when you return back to your base. That's what you're going to be doing, and then emptying out your inventory and going right back out into the wilderness. So let's say I have a lot of stuff, but I want to store it. I'm going to be going to the bank here and storing my equipment because I've decided that I actually want to be a medium armor character, and I don't want to be carrying around two sets of armor. So first I'm going to go into my armor or my bags, and I'm going to go find the armor that I purchased from the medium armor vendor in town. He's actually just around the corner here. You can buy armor from him very easily. So I'm going to first equip this. It takes some time to equip it. I'm going to equip my items, and now I am wearing medium armor, and I can run faster and for longer distances, but I will take more damage. So now I'm a medium armor character, and I'm going to access my bank, which I believe already has stuff inside of it. Yep, there's already materials and things inside of here. And I'm going to be opening my inventory. Luckily you can move these things around. They're pretty good with that. I do find it a little clunky, but it does work. And then I can just deposit all my items. I think if I hit control, it'll do the same thing as if I'm selling it. I don't think so, maybe not. So yeah, I can deposit all my items and come back to another time. Or if I die and I'm looted, I can just come back here and take my items and be on my way. So there you go. Alright, so we have crafting down, and we have leveling down, we have making some gold, we have buying gear. What else is there to know? Well, you can guild up, you can go into the text menu here, and you can start talking to people and joining up groups. And that's basically what you're going to be wanting to do. You're going to be wanting to group up and start taking these points, start taking these bases, make this map yours. I'm a Midlander, and I really want all this to be Midlander territory, so I can go out there without worrying, and I can farm, and I can make money, and I can make more armor, and I can get my crafting up, and that's get higher levels. So that's the basic point of the game. I'm a Midlander. I want I want this territory to be a Midlander territory, and I need to get myself to a level where I can do that. So I need to level up. I need to make some money so I can sustain myself with armor and weapons, and I need to also get my crafting up so I can create things. There's a lot of preparation in this game, but then once you actually group up with people and you start killing things, it's a lot of fun. So this is the basic starter. Uh, this is sort of an extensive starter guide. These are all the things you're going to be wanting to do when you first start off with the game. And then once you sort of sustain yourself and you have a certain amount of stuff, you can really just sort of dwell into the PvP and start killing other players and really getting yourself some fame and glory and becoming the king of the lands and totally owning it up and having a big guild and big fights. And that's the main part of it. But the beginning can be really tough. The beginning can be hard to understand. So hopefully this helps. And if it didn't, well, I'm sorry, but I did my best. But hopefully this helps. This is hopefully this is a way for people to just quickly watch this video, understand what they're doing when they start off the game, and then enjoy their time. So take it easy and enjoy. Become a king. Take it easy.